Hi friends, welcome to the USA Test Prep Learning Lab. Have you ever heard the phrase, as quiet as a mouse? How about, you are my sunshine? These are types of figurative language. Figurative language has a different and special meaning that is different from what it literally says. Confused? Don't be. We will use lots of examples today to show you. Look at this sentence. Notice that the first phrase I showed you was underlined. One thing we know about a mouse is that it is quiet. It doesn't want to be noticed and caught, right? This sentence is not saying that Maria is a mouse. Instead, it is pointing out that Maria entered the room very quietly. Using the phrase, as quiet as a mouse, is really making the point that Maria is being very quiet. Look at this sentence. This is not saying that you are a ball of fire out in space. It is saying that you make me happy, like sunshine makes me happy. Using figurative language is a creative way to describe people, places, and things. It makes the reading a lot more fun and interesting. There are four main types of figurative language that we will review today. The first one is a simile. A simile is a comparison using like or as. Look at this sentence. Notice that Jimmy is compared to a pig by the way he eats. We know that a pig eats really fast and messy. So, we know that Jimmy is a very messy eater. Read this simile. What two things are being compared in this simile? This simile compares her eyes with the sky. This tells us that her eyes were very blue. Remember that a simile has to compare two different things. Read these two sentences to yourself. Both of these sentences use the word like, but only the first one uses like to compare two things. Maria is being compared to a fish by the way she swims. This means she swims very well. A metaphor is also a comparison. However, a metaphor does not compare two things with like or as. Look at this sentence. It is comparing the looks of the baby to a panda cub. That baby must be really cute. Now read this sentence. What is this metaphor comparing? This metaphor is comparing the kitten to a lion. This kitten must be brave.
Your video will continue in a few seconds. For more videos like this, along with great standards-based instructional courses and powerful diagnostics, visit usatestprep.com to sign up for a free trial or demo. Your video will now continue.
Personification is a type of figurative language that has an object or animal act like a person. Notice the word person in personification. Look at this sentence. Winking is something people do. Go ahead, close one eye very quickly. Stars are not people, yet this sentence has stars doing something that people do. Read this sentence. How is this sentence a type of personification? People dance. The seeds are shown to be dancing like people. The wind must be blowing fast if the seeds are dancing across the driveway. The last type of figurative language that we are reviewing is hyperbole. A hyperbole is an exaggeration. Look at this sentence. No one is going to eat a horse when they are hungry, but this type of figurative language does clue us in as to how hungry they really are. Now read these two sentences. Find the one that is hyperbole or exaggeration. The second sentence is hyperbole. There is no way they walked literally 1,000,000 miles. But this does tell us that they felt that they walked a really long way. We learned a lot about 4 different types of figurative language today. We learned that similes and metaphors both compare two things, but similes use like or as. When an object is acting like a person, that is called personification. A hyperbole is a crazy exaggeration. This video was the best video ever! Like my hyperbole? Thanks for learning with us today. See ya!